In financials, you can maintain and report on an unlimited number of analytical budgets based on company or financial site. Analytical budgets must be linked to a chart of accounts with dimensions, and the account core model must have an analytical ledger reference. Budget controls can impact the processing of transactions. For example, when entering a purchase request, you can do a budget line inquiry to check the purchase amount, or system parameters can be set to check the total of a purchasing document, such as an order, invoice, or commitment with respect to the budget, and determine whether a warning message is displayed with or without control. Let's take a look at some of these budget setups in your system. When setting up for an analytical budget, we first want to verify that our chart of accounts has dimensions associated with it. We'll select the Chart of Accounts function under the Setup menu. We'll pull up our Chart of Accounts and verify that analytical tracking is turned on. We'll close the page. The next thing we have to verify is that the ledger is set up to have analytical tracking. So we'll go into the Ledgers function underneath the Setup menu. We'll pull up our ledger, and we can see that analytical accounting is turned on, budget is turned on, as well as commitment. In order to turn on commitment and budget, analytical must be checked. And notice that the chart code is also a chart of accounts that does have analytical accounting turned on. We can close out of this page. The next step would to be verify that our account core model is referencing a ledger that has analytical dimensions turned on. We'll select the account core model function under Setup. And notice that our legal ledger does have the ledger that is associated with our analytical budget. We can close out of there. The last thing that we would need to set up would be to verify that our system parameters for budgeting are correct. We will select the Parameter Values function under the Setup menu. We'll come into the budgeting chapter. We'll expand the company, and then we're going to look at the budget control group. We'll click on the action card in the front line and then select Detail. These are all of the different parameters that can be set to affect how your budgeting features will work. Notice that the commitment control type or the pre-commitment control type can be set to holding, not holding, or according to operator. Once you make your changes, make sure you click OK in the right-hand panel and then save your changes. In this lesson, you have learned that you can maintain an unlimited number of analytical budgets based on company or financial site. Analytical budgets must be linked to a chart of accounts with dimensions and referenced in the account core model. And finally, there are system parameters that can be set to control document amounts with respect to budget and blocking with or without a warning message.